What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
Nah, I'm still James.
All right, we got some new news. We're gonna talk about a couple things, Marvel and DC related. We're gonna start off with that with the Marvel real quick. So, what I've been hearing, they got Black Widow maybe coming on VOD. Maybe coming on VOD.
Yes.
Now, I don't know how true this is, and I don't even know where this is coming from, like the source or whatever. Now, I heard just somebody else's video saying the fans really pushing for it. Yeah. What you think about this?
Well, so like one of the channels I get most of my news from was talking about this, and the way I'm hearing it is that it's not even like a sure thing yet. It's the same as it's been like since Black Widow was announced. It's like they're exploring the possibility of releasing it on Disney Plus. You know, the way more or less the same way they released Mulan, and I'm getting kind of sick of hearing that because it's kind of been like accepted that the best way to release Black Widow, at least by the fans, is VOD. Theaters have not yet become a viable, source of revenue.
That's why they keep pushing it back. Hopefully the theaters will recover.
It's not going to happen.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Because this is the problem, and I need the studios to stop and actually realize this. The theaters will not be viable until the end of next year at the earliest, because you got to get it has to get to the point where it's safe for people to come out in numbers.
Yeah,
you have to get to the point where the theaters can be completely up and running. And then you have to convince people that it's safe to come to the movie theater.
But you know what? I think this whole ordeal is showing people that we don't want to go to the movies like that.
No, and this is the thing, right? So it's easy to get people in theaters for experiential movies.
Yeah.
So some Avatar or to some extent Tenet. Some you will never get this experience in a home theater.
Yeah.
You can get folks out in theaters for that. But you can't get folks out in the theaters for every BS movie that comes out, especially now that folks are used to just staying on their couch and watching stuff.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. Movies, as you know, as everybody know, but we especially because we be reviewing them, are pretty bad these days. It's like it's no movies that's make you say, "Oh, I got to go see that. I need to get that experience no more." That experience is starting to lose its luster.
Yeah.
And now we want to see certain movies, but I don't care that if it's at home or at the theater. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and movies like this, this is maybe a second tier movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe where people's like, I want to see it, but I don't really want to go to the movies to see it. And especially when it's coming out after Endgame.
Right. So this is already a movie that exists within a story arc that we've completed. But also, it's gotten, and I think the industry was always going to get to this point. It's just this, situation with the pandemic has accelerated that. Because the television side of things has been bumping up so rapidly. The budgets, time scales, the production value of the most average TV show has gotten so high now that every episode of a show you watch is a movie.
Yeah.
And so if TV is just going to be like that, we'll leave out the sitcoms and the daytime dramas, but if destination TV shows are just going to be on that level and your average movie isn't going to be any higher than that, then people have no reason to go to the theater.
Yeah, especially epic movies. Epic movies make you say, okay, I got to go. Yeah. This don't seem like an epic movie. This seems like about on the level of those shows they got coming up.
Yeah.
This seems like maybe a 3-part episode of one of those shows.
Yeah.
And you feel like, why are you going to bring out Hawkeye and WandaVision and all that, which could be good, but why go to movies for this and not that?
Yeah.
So it's like, no, especially when I'm getting the content with the other stuff, why would I go to the movie to see this? Like, you're going to
Yeah.
waste people's time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like the way I look at it, if this comes out in theaters, like let's say they push it to like January, which was what they was hoping for last time around, and it comes in theaters, I'm gonna wait till it comes out digital.
Yeah, I know, but we got to review it.
Well, you know,
But your preference, I'm sure,
Yeah.
would be to
like
wait.
if it's just me as an individual, not me as someone who reviews stuff,
Yeah.
I'm waiting till digital because
Right.
like to me, it's like it isn't worth it to me to go to the theaters to watch this just to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. And I feel like, and I hopefully the fans are speaking so much that, hey, we're not just going to pay for bull crap no more.
Yeah.
We are not just, you do what you want and you just take our money. No. We are starting to demand what we want.
Yeah.
We keep y'all going by paying the money for whatever. So we starting to demand, look, stuff like this, don't do that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know it's mediocre at best. It could be, it could be kind of good, but we know this is mediocre
Of
at
course.
best.
Of course.
And we was like, okay, this is mediocre at best. We want to support, Marvel if you a fan, but don't ask me to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already paying for Disney Plus or whatnot. Bring it out on
You know,
VOD.
so like the old heads always say, you vote with your pocketbook, right? As long as Disney Plus has been out and us not getting new content, it's ridiculous to keep asking us to pay for Disney Plus. As long y'all keep putting out, y'all gonna put out some mediocre films and ask me to shell out for that, but I'm already paying for a service that y'all ain't really doing nothing with.
Yeah.
Like that's double the insult right there. Even if you want me to go ahead and pay this, what do they call it, premium release?
That's
like
what I'm talking to you about, because the way if they do go to VOD, you still gonna have to pay it
Yeah.
like $30?
yeah, like $25-$30. And the way I'm looking at that, and
Which I'm like, y'all probably gonna make more money.
so this is what I think they're doing with that. So they're trying to take the price of like owning the film
Right,
plus the
right.
price of going to the movies to see it
Yeah.
and getting that all in one whop. And I get that monetarily. I don't know how that's going to work out on
I think
a customer.
I think it failed for them on Mulan.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
One.
not sure how much they made, but I was hearing that it didn't do
Yeah.
shit.
One. I don't think I heard a lot of good stuff about Mulan after it came out.
Right, I heard it wasn't that good though.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if that's a reflection on that business practice or a reflection on the movie.
Yeah, I think this though, because nobody was asking for that.
True.
This was something people was asking for, not like everybody, but people are interested,
Yeah.
So I think this would make a lot more if they just do the little $30 thing. I
Yeah.
think it'll make a decent amount of
Yeah.
money. They so greedy though. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, "Oh, come out theaters," and then they'll still try to get you for $30 on Disney Plus. Kiss my ass.
Of course. And I'm sure that if they do, they may try to do some like the first couple of weeks it's only going to be in theaters, and then after that they'll do the premium release.
Yeah, whatever. But no.
Whatever.
If they bring it out in theaters, I ain't doing both.
Right.
You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Well,
Exactly.
It's cheaper to go to movies then.
Yeah.
They're like if I just go see it, so that they probably gonna do both. Because I'm thinking about like if y'all gonna do that after 2 weeks or whatever, which won't make sense because everybody just go to the movies then.
Yeah.
Maybe they do that just to push people to the
Yeah.
movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because
I ain't thinking about
I
that that
feel
way.
like they might try to incentivize that to try to keep the theater industry going, because that's kind of a
I know they shake each other hands or
Right.
whatever. So okay, that's our discussion on Black Widow. It's hopefully it's coming out on VOD. I'm pushing for VOD because I don't want to go to movies to see that.
right.
But I'm interested. I think she do deserve a movie, considering she's been around since the beginning of the Marvel universe. Well, 2010,
They didn't give her a decent send off.
right? And right, they just killed her. But yeah, it don't look movie theater worthy though. All right, so we're gonna move on we're gonna talk about the little Batman news real quick. Batman has had a couple of new set photos. They saying that I guess they went back to work and they made a couple more scenes or whatever. And they released this photo here of
Jesus, man. Like,
so this is Penguin and Catwoman, Zoe Kravitz and
yeah.
Bruce all standing together. I don't know if this is a scene or is this like in between
Yeah.
takes. But at some point, do they all know each other? But it was like it's kind of like the Long Halloween story
Yeah.
where they kind of all had some kind of connection or whatever.
Well, like I know in the comics the Cobblepots and the Waynes like ran in some of the same circles at one point.
Yeah,
But like,
this Cobblepot looks like,
dude,
and you know what? And this is the thing. This Colin Farrell under heavy makeup,
yeah,
and you was like we said before, why not just get another actor?
yeah,
Why are you standing in the chair for?
You
I
know,
mean, I know he
like,
want to stretch his legs so because he's an actor, he want to do something.
there's an actor I'm thinking of, and I can't think of his name right now. But
It's
like,
a lot of little
he
fat,
played,
crazy actors.
he
you
played
can
like
use.
the mayor on Gotham,
Yeah,
and like that's kind of who Colin Farrell favors with all this makeup.
yeah.
It's like you could have picked like 5 other dudes to play this character who just look this way
Yeah,
and sound the way he sound on the trailer. Like I'm wondering,
and then
the
I mean
point?
I'm looking at him stand next to Bruce or close enough to Bruce that he's about tall as him. That's not Penguin.
That's not Penguin.
Penguin's got to be like short as hell.
Like, and you can
Like,
tell
the
like
face is cool, but the height don't work.
because Colin Farrell's not a short dude,
Right?
And you can see he's hunching a bit there, even with whatever prosthetics they got on him, because they got a body prosthetic too. But what was the point?
Yeah, I think they
They just wanted a name.
Yeah, they reached too hard to to make him. They could have made him Two-Face. They could have made him Harvey
He would have been
Dent.
a great Two-Face.
Yeah, they could have made. He's already a handsome guy.
Harv.
Right. He's already a handsome guy. He fit Two-Face, but they could have approached him, and he
Yeah.
probably said, "Hey,
He probably wanted the challenge.
yeah, I'd rather do." It's like okay, it is what it is,
Yeah.
but I think he's okay.
Like, I don't think he'll do a bad job. He's a decent
Yeah,
enough
he's
actor
good, right?
that he
But
can
I
pull
just
this
don't
off.
see the point
Yeah.
of it. But anyway, they got a couple other features. They did some with he's plus got this motorcycle that he did a lot of little work on, or
Yeah.
customized his bikes or whatever, and he's got all this gear on. I don't know exactly what's going on.
It's weird, man. We got a small
Steampunk looking Batman.
Yeah, we got a smallish Batman and a largish Penguin.
Yeah, you got a point, man. It's odd, and it's though it can work, but it seems like we forcing some stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody's excited about it. I guess it's like a funeral for somebody because I got the picture right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a funeral, probably for the mayor or something. They definitely pushing like a lot of people. I'm sorry, a lot of people is definitely excited for this,
Yeah.
but I think people they just want to be excited.
Yeah. That's
Because-
a feeling I get about it.
This stuff can go either way,
Yeah.
and the decisions being made are not quite Batman to me, or just not. It's not what I pictured this would be, and it could
Yeah.
go either way.
You know, in a weird way, this kind of feels like if they wanted to make a modern Gotham by Gaslight.
Yeah,
And to me, that means that they should have just made Gotham by Gaslight.
yeah. I mean, and it's fine. It's fine because don't just give me the same stuff I already seen. I'm cool with that. But like you said, you making the Penguin tall and the Batman not short, but Batman smaller and the Penguin bigger.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. It's just a weird look. Like, this whole movie to me is a weird look. Like, I can't quite grasp like the way he's supposed to fit into the timeline, right? So like they're not going for a super high tech advanced, version of Gotham City and Batman. They're kind of bringing them back to basics, but at the same time, all his outfit and all of his gear is a little overcomplicated, and it's got a weird sort of, like you said, a steampunky vibe to him. And
Well, I say steampunk because it looks like he got everything that just kind of made
Yeah.
at home.
Well, like, it
which
might
is not
be-
steampunk
it's
exactly.
a little
but-
more diesel punk, but that's a
right,
whole
right.
other
Well, it's
thing.
not like
It's not clean. It's not polished.
yeah, it's not like Iron Man technology. It's
Yeah.
more like some stuff that somebody put together
Yeah.
from spare parts or something.
And like, I get that this is supposed to be like sort of a year one esque type thing where he's
Yeah.
like just starting out, which is fine. It's just that it makes it hard for me to grasp like how competent he's supposed to be in this moment.
It's year 2. Now this a look at closer look at Zoe Kravitz's Selena Kyle. Just not Catwoman in this scene. Like I said, this is probably supposed to be like a funeral.
Yeah.
And that's her right there. I think she's okay Catwoman, especially
Yeah.
the new version of Catwoman.
Mhm.
The one I'm from the game.
Yeah.
Selena, she had the short hair and looking a little tanned or whatever. So I'm like, well, either way, it's fine. I was hearing that she's gonna have some same clothes that the Selena Kyle from Batman Returns had on, like those boots,
Yeah.
or whatever. But I always said that she was my favorite Catwoman out of every adaptation of it. Michelle Pfeiffer version, but. We'll see. We'll see. She's definitely hot enough, and we'll see. But But it's okay. This movie got pushed back again.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like by the time this come out, I'm gonna care, but I'm still like,
I'm probably not. Like part of it is I've seen too many Batman movies at this point.
yeah,
Like I'm kind of done on live action Batman films, just because like the inherent limitations. Like you can only focus on one aspect of a Batman story in a live action. You can either focus on the action, or you can focus on the tech, or you can focus on the detective stuff.
yeah.
No one can really seem to handle doing everything. So
Well, I mean that's because a lot of times you get a lot of studio interference. If it was just a detective story that's a slow burn or whatever, they're gonna complain it's not enough action.
Yeah.
Studio's gonna say we need to put this in there, put that in there. You can have a good movie finished, and the studio can just come in and tear
Yeah.
your movie to pieces. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna spend all day on it. But it seems like a good some good choices being made, but some head scratchers too. And and I think here's another go back to that picture of Colin Farrell. Just
yeah, yeah,
it's a ton of makeup making a handsome man ugly,
Yeah.
but it's enough ugly guys out there. You could
Yeah.
just hire an ugly guy.
man. Like it's such a weird look, man. Like he got the big suit with the short tie with his pants all the way up.
Yeah,
and
that's
everything.
another thing. It's like, okay, but see, he's not short though.
He's not
That's
short.
the part that
They're
I
trying,
can't.
like his whole outfit is designed to make him look broader and thereby make him look a little
He's
less
just as tall as Bruce though.
Yeah.
He's an inch shorter than him. No, he's got to be a foot shorter than
Yeah.
Bruce. That's my whole thing where just this Penguin might not be working because if you're not looking down at the Penguin, then if Penguin come to you, look you straight in the eyes, like, well, you ain't the Penguin.
One of the whole things with the Penguin is he's constantly having to prove to people why he's one of the most dangerous men in Gotham because he doesn't look dangerous.
Yeah.
That dude still looks like he can F you up.
Well, yeah. So anyway, we just had a little brief discussion about the new Batman set photos and the fact that Batman got pushed back to March of 2022. But yeah, we'll see, man. You're definitely going to get some more updates about what's going on with DC. So we are out of here. Thanks for checking out the video, and please subscribe to the channel.
Don't forget to thumbs up the video. We always appreciate that. It helps us beat the algorithm. As does commenting down below. What did you feel about? How you feel about this Batman movie going forward and it getting pushed back again? And how do you feel about God? What else did we talk about? Black Widow.
Yeah.
Are you down to watch that in theaters, or are you just gonna wait till it come out on VOD?
Yeah, hit us up if you want to chat. All right, we out of here.
Peace.